there has been a bunch of censorship hitting games lately. So we can see from this article, which was taken down by Vice, saying that a group, Collective Shout, has been responsible for taking down games from the Steam's platform, the payment through the payment processor, Visa and Mastercard. And this is starting to get a bit insane, right? Like, should even the Visa and Mastercard be like the guidelines for what should be or should not be on certain platforms? So games featuring sexual content and incest have been removed from Steam recently, and yeah, this group, Collective Shout, and yeah, impacted gamers porn sick and brain rotted. And yeah, the 500 games tagged with rape and incest gone. I mean, maybe some of those should be regulated and not be on the platform in the first place, but that should be up to Steam. And what's this? It's regression and degrading to female sex. Yeah, so they pressured the payment processes. And like what is next for them? So like there is some dark themes in games, right? So this is the top of the iceberg. These games are the ones that are like, easiest hit. And you might think, why does this matter to us? Because like what is next, right? So, adult titles, some of them are definitely restricted, and that's definitely understandable because, according to a lot of law and regulation, some adult themed games aren't suitable for, any audience at all. So, and then what is next? Like, look at our games. Like, itch.io also got their games taken down as well. Like all their not safe for work and adult themed games, just all gone. Because if we look at like the games that we're playing, so for example, Sword of Convalaria definitely does involve some dark themes and situations where it does happen in the past. Like, they could, for example, say, look, in our storyline, nobles at the appetizers ready. And we know from the storyline that this is referring to children as the appetizers. Like, we're in for some dark themes, right? And like if we have a look at the element chapter, right? We do go through, the slavery, we know these are all slaves, and the wielder of the slaves and Pochi Rongrong is probably not legal. Like this could be considered child abuse right there. That's it. It's involving child abuse, right? That they're bullying Pochi Rongrong, right? How much further will they further their censorship? And like we go down our gacha game list. Like I'm not familiar with a lot of these games, but for example, Nikkei, Goddess of Victory Nikkei. That's the easiest hit, right? That could be like, oh, this game is bad due to the objectification of women. This could lead to so much censorship. Oh, Uma Musume, they're in training school. The horses by horse age, they're not considered legal. So this is like they're training children, right? I don't know. They're putting them to races where they're not comfortable in being. So it's a bit of abuse in a way. Like there's so much. Like we could easily go to the biggest hitting ones like Brown Dust 2. That there's so much censorship there. Remember they went through the Chinese censorship, Blue Archive. Like most of the characters are not of age either, and there's so much more. Like this censorship of these games will still impact and flow through everything if it's not like regulated properly. And for them to just push through, through the payment processes, through the biggest game platforms, like we got Steam, and then the big indie platform with itch.io, like anything like adult themed or anything with heavy or like dark sort of themes is just gone, right? So they've started with the easiest to hit games at the moment, right? Rapes, incest, child abuse themed games, Steam and Itch, and then through Mastercard, PayPal, Visa to start facilitating these game sales. And like, how far would this go? How far would this go? That's